start again, stop, breathe, consider all, review. As usual, I could tell you stories about my life, what I have participated in. I don't understand it myself, and I don't believe it do anybody any favours. It'll just be entertainment, and I mean, I just made 2 series vlogs. I find myself laughing, not all the way through like the other ones, though. I can't even be serious without creating humour. Can you create humour? I don't know. All. It's going to be my last vlog for a while I correct myself, stop smoking. It's only my 3rd cigarette today. I've normally smoked 10 by now. Keep stopping for a day, starting again, mind back chatting. All manner of experience. This is nothing. Unless I can get to the camera and turn it on as I want to speak, what I want to say doesn't come out. And if I wait a minute, make myself a brew like I just did, light a cigarette up, I completely forget what I was going to talk about and start talking about something completely different. Got enough to work with. I've had enough to work with many times now, though as I go on I make more realisations, and well, I suppose until I fully realise myself, I, they will continue. Long may they. Long May's 31 days on to me, it's always 31 days. I might as well start this one again because I've got nothing to say. Why am I making a vlog if I've got nothing to say? I wanted to say, start again, stop, breathe, he says with a cigarette in his hand. Consider all, he says with a cigarette in his hand. Not speaking the words, I am, not speaking the words, I am living. Yeah, right. Not speaking the words I am living. You know, well, that might just about cover it for me. It's not living the words I am speaking, it's not speaking the words I am living. So I'm living word. Always going at it from a different fucking angle. It's like I'm running in while everybody's running out, or everybody's running in and I'm running out. Time must be running out for me. Or must it? Why must it? Fucking hell. To the fucking heaven. But the must do heaven's here, always has been. I might try and get, I might possibly, I will possibly. Uncertainty. What does that suggest? Well, it's about looking for a program for me, Ubuntu system where I can make vlogs and not have to upload them instantly, although I suppose I could privatise them and then release them at a later date. 5 minutes to say absolutely nothing. What did I want to say? I wanted to review my circumstance and situation, my experience. Not since I met Destiny, but definitely since I met Destiny. Cycles, they were talking about cycles in the other videos, and the most definitely 71, which is a 1-year-old cycle, 11-year-old cycle, 21-year-old cycle, 31-year-old cycle, 41-year-old cycle. I'm 51. I'm 51, and on the 51th year cycle, I perceive it to possibly be, and that I do not know it for sure, that such a thing occurs, is occurring, most definitely could occur, and it appears to be so. And in the last two, the 91 to 2001, in fact, from 1 to 71, I was getting bullied from the fucking instant, actually. Bullying didn't necessarily start at 71, it intensified at 71. I was being bullied from day one, from number 1 to 11, being bullied by my stepmother and my brothers and sisters. Though not outside of the family. From 71 to 81, I was getting, at 71, I got bullied from my first year at senior school. Second year at senior school, I were not tolerating that again, and stood. I didn't become a bully, although I was considered a bully, because it gets complicated. We ran the school, and interestingly enough, we got expelled at 16 for having a secret club in the back passage behind the toilets where the water tanks were, where we used to smoke cigarettes. The Bob Club it were called, back of the bogs. From 81, got into culture and pot heavily, and music, and again created a scene. In fact, what I did was pulled all the scenes that were existent together through my knowing of various people within each part of it. Created another scene, a new one, all-encompassing enjoyment we had, though I refused to be the leader. Refused to believe it was being generated by me. I look back and think should have been a fascist, not a socialist with it. I was brought up with socialist politics. So at 91, after 10 years of involvement in the drug scene and gets complicated because there's this law enforcement shit going on as well. 81 was, I had to leave the village I was in because the cops had it in for me, tried to get me sent to prison and failed, and knew that it weren't going to be the last time, so the only way was to get out of town. Where I end up creating a scene that encompasses the whole town's subcultures, almost all of it, all aspects of all of it into a new one. In the next 10-year cycle, my number's up in that illegal drug involvement aspect, and I realise this and therefore stop myself from further involvement in it, and discover occult knowledge. And my grandmother dies, and I start getting messages coming from out of space, inner space. Fuck, I don't know if it was dimensional, existence wise. I don't know if it was all in my head. And while it might be considered to have been all in my head, there were physical manifestations involved. I wrote a full piece for Demonology Forum, and it got lost in cyberspace, though, about my whole occult education to 2001, where I've gone from being bullied by my family, being bullied by outside of my family, to taking a lead role in controlling outside of the family, to battling with the authorities, to creating an outside scene that involves everybody other than the authorities, to realising the authorities weren't actually having it in for me. In fact, they might have even been allowing me to do what I was doing for various reasons. I wasn't a criminal in that I wasn't enforcing anything on anyone. It was very Freedonia to it gets complicated again because this secret society shit comes involved in it, where I end up having to create my own not so secret society based upon their own rationales to beat them back, which it did do, to realising that a life of crime isn't my cup of tea, to realising that revolution is generally debauchery and people get hurt, and that's unacceptable to me, to realising all, to meeting destiny, to know and utilising not only the tools destiny have provided, but also the refinement of my own realisations. Like I said previously, I never had any solutions. I have only ever had realisations, which is why I embrace destiny's solutions readily and utilise the tools provided as they are effective in the application and my video time is going to run out. I don't want to lose this video. So, you can't call me or